Okay, welcome back to Probably Shouldn't Be Recording This, episode 16. This is a special episode. I was feeling some kind of way at work today, so I was like, I need to record a podcast. I need to talk. So here we are. I hope everybody's having had a good weekend, and I say that knowing it's Wednesday, but it is my Monday, so I'm a little behind. My Mondays are Wednesdays. This episode's going to be all about careers. Mine in particular. I'm not going to go too far into detail. Um, but last Thursday, I had myself what they call an epiphany. Um, and that epiphany was I where I currently work, I'm not in a manager role, I'm not in a supervisor role, and it's the first job I've had in a long time where I'm not. And it's been fine. I've been at my current job for almost 3 years now, and it's been fine. But recently, I have felt maybe somewhat stifled. Um, my judgment was being questioned. Um, and honestly, I didn't like how it felt. I have over 15 years of management experience, and whatever it is that I end up doing, I end up being good at to the point where I get put in a supervisor role. And I thought I was fine with just being an employee, and like this isn't necessarily even about power. Like I could give a shit about having power. I'm not one of those white guys. I don't know. It's just I've done the management thing for so long. Oh man, I meant to turn right there. Whoopsie. I've done the management thing for so long that I kind of miss it. Um, and it's not like I miss it because I like bossing people around or any of that shit. Um, it's I'm a good manager. People like working for me. Um, Turn right. Um, and I feel like I bring a lot to the table as far as being a supervisor. So it's something that I'm looking to get back into. They're at my current job. Everybody's pretty entrenched in their roles, is whether it's as a lead or ops manager or whatever it is. There's not much management here that I can move into, and so far it's been a good company. But there's not really a lot of upward mobility, and I'm 42 approaching 43. I don't want to be a dispatcher for the rest of my life. Um, I mean, but not gonna lie, being a dispatcher in paratransit is somewhat rewarding because I know that we are helping these people that wouldn't be able to get around normally. We're kind of have help them have somewhat of a normal life, and that brings me some satisfaction. But I can't be a dispatcher when I'm approaching my mid 40s, and I don't really have much to show for it. I mean, this isn't like a whole, oh, this isn't where I thought I would be in my life. I had no fucking idea where I was going to be in my life. I should be dead, with how much I drank, how much drugs I did. I should be dead. So, and then, having the brain surgery, I should be dead. So, um, I didn't really have a plan. But now I see myself wanting to become a supervisor again because I'm good at it, and I I guess I feel some kind of reward in being a good boss. I don't know if that's vanity, but I don't know, there's something about being in a supervisor position and being someone that people can count on and that people come to. It's nice. I know being a supervisor is not for everybody, but I have, like I said, tons of experience. So yeah, I feel like it's time. I mean, I'm not gonna go quit my job or nothing. That's absolutely batshit crazy to do in the year 2026 with Donald Trump still in the White House and no jobs are being created. And, it's rough out there. But, I did a quick search on LinkedIn and I found like 3 or 4 jobs that I'm going to look more into. And, we'll see. But I'm ready. I'm ready for my next chapter. I've been here about 3 years. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to move up. And it was kind of getting some of my methods questioned. And then when my methods aren't being used, it blows up in their face. So I kind of felt a little bit of vindication there. And yeah, I think and that just kind of made me like, oh shit, I need to get back into being a supervisor in some way, shape, or form. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. Um, Trying to look for a job right now is scary because you don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next, you know. And I know that I'm not alone in how I'm feeling, whether it's in a job, relationship, you know. Stagnation is is almost it can almost be comfortable. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the job pays well. I am able to put food on the table, keep a roof over my family's head. I get 3 days off in a row, so not a lot of places do that. But I guess I fell into a level of comfort, and then getting snapped out of it last week was like, okay, yep, I need to start putting the work in to change my situation. So that's what I'm doing. So like I said, I will keep everybody updated on what's going on. Uh, I'm hopeful, but I'm not gonna go quitting my job just because I want to be a manager again. Like that's just dumb. I got a family to take care of. I have bills to pay. You know. So what I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about is if you're in a similar situation where complacency has set in or a level of comfortability has set in and you kind of aren't feeling satisfied, don't be afraid to, put yourself out there. Like I said, and this can relate to a job, this can relate to a relationship, whether that be, you know, platonic, uh, long-term, it doesn't matter. Complacency, I know there's like a saying about complacency, but I can't think of it right now. But being complacent can lull you into this false sense of security. And then when you're kind of maybe jolted to take a step back and kind of look at your situation, then you notice, well, okay, well, sure, things are going fine, but am I limiting myself because I'm comfortable? And I think that's where I'm at now. Like, the job pays the bills. It gives me a little extra so I can get random video games and whatever. And I like my coworkers. Like, I have so much fun when I go to work. We have a great time. So it's not that. Like, I just realized that I want to do more. And, apply this to a relationship, a job that you're doing. And, I'm trying to tell you guys, don't be afraid to take a leap. Because, the worst thing that these places can say is no. Um, but you're never going to know. And as hokey as this is, you're never going to know unless you go for it. So I encourage you all, if you are feeling how I'm feeling, don't be afraid to shake things up. But also maintain a sense of levity. Like, don't go quitting your job. Looking for a job right now is terrifying. So just be smart about it. But, hold yourself accountable and maybe say, okay, yes, I'm comfortable doing this, but is it what I want to be doing long term? And if the answer is no, or you even have a question, then, don't be afraid to put feelers out there. And that's what I'm doing. Uh, it's scary, but it's not as scary knowing that I have a full-time job where I am good at what I do. I'm a valuable member of the team. Uh, so it's nothing like that. So yeah, this is just a random podcast to kind of talk out what I've been going through career-wise. I want to make a change. I want to move up, and unfortunately, there's not much room to move up where I am. I wish there was. But there's not. And sometimes that's okay. You never know what the future holds. Um, and we'll end on this. Whether it's a relationship or a job that you like, we should always be striving to improve ourselves and our situation. With this, I'm trying to not be typical white guy, I want all the money kind of deal. I just feel like we should never settle if we think there's something better out there for us. Again, applies to relationships, jobs, whatever. Um, but yeah, believe in yourself. Take chances. It's okay. Um, stay grounded. Stay level. But always bet on yourself. And this is coming from somebody who calls themselves a dumb bitch at least 4 times a day. I'm a dumb bitch that knows that I could be a good supervisor. So we will end on that. You guys be safe out there. If you go anywhere, go with love. Love you guys.